together and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade.
Okay, Coach, for the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 5. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. King. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, Mixon stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Back to throw. King. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Here's King looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Eifert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. King. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
133. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. from the shotgun. It's Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
57, Mike, 57. Blue down. Pistol. 57's the Mike, watch 57. You got nothing to do.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. This is brought in at the 21. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Green brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Double dog, that's the way. Shoot, watch the shoot.
They'll run on first down. Harris. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now King to throw on 2nd down. To the left side here for Eifert.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check it back.
King on 3rd and 2. And able to find Green. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
51, Mike 51. Man out.
On first down, Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
All day, dog. Check 24.
To throw is King on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run with Harris. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Man, I got you. Tighten up. Watch twins.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his third touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Fighting through it, he's got space. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
King now, off the bootleg. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Back to throw. King. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's King from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, King looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. You'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Tight dog. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, 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 kill.
2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now King. A final shot before break. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. 49. Check 49. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. First down, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Regular, regular, regular. Hurry, hurry. Right there, 54 Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield is going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, wahoo.
Mayfield with it once more. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He's still barreling through. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And again, it's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare, flare. Joker, 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 joker.
On second down now, Bernard. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. King to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. On the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Regular. Hey, alert 33. Bravo.
Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. It's Ratley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know to affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth.
Go. 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A run for Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 9.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Check 31. Check 31. Up, left. Let's 57. Let's go.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Point it right. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the pass. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Hey, watch the ball. Second
down and inches. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw is King. Off play action. Open man is lost, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
King now looking to throw on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
From the gun, King. Eluding the pressure right. He wants it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He finds his running back, Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's King, throwing on 4th down, and Eifert has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To Mixon on the check down. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4 down. Check. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Go. Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustment.